Please be seated.
Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk.
Aloha and good afternoon. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Mark J. Hashem. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
You may be seated. I just want to share with you a thought that always comes to mind whenever I come into the Capitol. I always think about the great titans of political past, like Waihee, Cayetano, Abercrombie, that all started their career here in this house, and they sat in the exact same chairs that we are sitting, and they had their hands on the same koa. So I just want everybody to take a moment to reflect on the people that were here before us that allowed us to be here. And now we are the ones that are carrying on that mantle and moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Aquino, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Bronco, Ms. Clark, Mr. Cullen, Ms. Eli, Mr. Ganaden, Mr. Gates, Ms. Har,
Present.
Mr. Hashem, Mr. Hashimoto, Mr. Holt, Ms. Ichiyama,
Here.
Mr. Ilagan, Mr. Johansson,
Present.
Ms. Capella, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Bertrand Kobayashi, Mr. Dale Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Mr. Lopresti,
Excused.
Ms. Lowen, Ms. Luke, Ms. Martin, Mr. Matayoshi,
Here.
Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. McDermott, Mr. McKelvey, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima, Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Ono, Ms. Okimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso,
Excused.
Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Saiki, Mr. Sayama, Mr. Takayama, Mr. Takumi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Tokioka,
Present.
Mr. Ward, Ms. Wildberger,
Here.
Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamane, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Here.
Mr. Speaker, 49 members are present, 2 are excused.
Thank you very much. Reading of the Journal, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the Governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Thank you very much. Reports of standing committees, Representative Bellotti.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to adopt Standing Committee Report numbers 4-22 through 20-22 as listed on pages 1 through 5, and that the accompanying House bills, as may be amended, pass second reading and be referred to their designated committees.
Thank you very much. Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. Moved and seconded. Members, page 1, STANCOM report number 4-22, discussion. Top of page 2, STANCOM report number 5-22, discussion. Yes, Representative Quinlan.
No vote.
No vote for Quinlan. No for Quinlan. Representative Ward.
Speaker, brief recess, please.
Recess. With House coming to order, Chair recognizes Representative Ward.
Thank you, Speaker, for the courtesy of the timeout.
Thank you very much. Further discussion, we are still top of page 1, stand camera report number 5-22.
Mr.
Yes,
Speaker?
Representative Capella, followed by Representative McKelvey.
No vote, Mr. Speaker.
No vote for Capella. Thank you very much. Representative McKelvey.
Same request.
No
Mr.
vote for
Speaker.
McKelvey. Thank you very much. Further discussion, Representative Lowen.
With reservation.
WR for Lowen. Thank you very much. Representative, further discussion, members. Thank you very much. We're going to move on to stand camera report number 6-22, discussion. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
No vote for Okimoto. So ordered. Thank you very much. Further, Representative McKelvey.
With reservations, Mr. Speaker, and hope the next committee can look at the expansiveness of this measure if they choose to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Representative WR for McKelvey. Further discussion, members.
Mr. Speaker?
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Speaker. Reservations, please.
Is it, and I apologize. Tokioka, right?
Correct.
Okay, WR for Tokioka. Got it. Thank you. Further discussion, members? Okay, thank you very much. We're going to move on to the next measure. Stand camera report number 7-22, discussion. Thank you. Stand camera report number 8-22, Representative Ward.
I yield to that voice.
We'll go with you, Ward,
Okay.
and I'll go to our
Thank you,
colleagues
Speaker.
virtually.
I have no with reservations. I know that doesn't fit, but I want to explain why. First of all, we don't want to promote fraud in COVID-19 vaccinations. But at the same time, there's some flaws in this in that, firstly, it says, and I think unjustifiably puts churches in there. Admittedly, there are some anti-vaxxing churches, but that doesn't mean they're fraudulent. So putting the church and the state together in this bill, I think it's a little bit itchy, sketchy, and unfounded. The other thing, Mr. Speaker, is this bill really enforceable? This is telling the AG, get your COVID card police out there and go enforce this, and if it's millions of dollars, so be it. Is this enforceable, and do we have the money to do that? That's the second point. The third point is, how, if there is a police, can we say that we want to target the 25% who's not vaccinated? Right now, we got 75% of all the people of Hawaii are vaccinated. That's pretty high. Do we want to say, you 25%, you're the reason for this? And I know you can buy a false COVID test for $25, evidently. But how many people are doing that? Do we have the metrics to say that this bill is needed? Otherwise, I think it's going to do more harm than good. And for those reasons, Mr. Speaker, I think this is a bill that needs a lot more discussion, a lot more kind of aiming a little bit clearer than this broad, put in the churches, and anybody who doesn't believe any of the issues that scientific evidence points to, whether it be some of the studies that just came out of Johns Hopkins that says, hey guys, the lockdowns have hurt more than they've helped. Months ago, you could be censored for saying that. You could be taken off Twitter. You could be taken off of YouTube. And now it's the truth, and Johns Hopkins is not a fly-by-night organization. The point is, we've had the moving goalposts. We've had science that says water is H2O in Honolulu, but hey, look, if you're in Israel, it's H3O. And if you're in Washington, D.C., water is H5O. This science has not been good for us as policymakers. And to put this into a bill and say, look, you guys, you're a bunch of phonies, we're going to put you in jail, or we're going to get the egg police to come and get you, is not good policy, Mr. Speaker. Let's ride out this wave. We don't need to put this in legislation, and for those reasons, I'm very much against this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Ward, I'm going to ask you, was that a WR or a no vote on? A no with a WR. That's a WR. Okay, just want to clarify. I believe we had colleagues virtually that wanted to testify on this measure. If you can state your name.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Wildberger asking to go back to 5-22 and record a no vote. I had a technical difficulty, could not get myself unmuted. Thank you.
Sure, Representative Wildberger, just a second. Let's just see if we're done with the measure that we're on right now. Any further discussion on Stand-Com Report number 822, Representative Okimoto?
With reservations, please.
So noted. WR for Okimoto on Stand-Com Report 8-22. Further, Representative Matsumoto.
Reservations and
So
permission to insert written comments into the journal.
Also so ordered. Thank you. WR Matsumoto. Further discussion? If not, Representative Wildberger, what Stand-Com Report did you want to go back to?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 5-22, HB 1840, please.
Yes, Stand-Com Report number 5-22, top of the page. Representative Wildberger, you're on.
Thank you. If you'd kindly record a no vote for me. Mahalo.
What, I apologize. Can you state support, oppose, or WR? No vote. I'm sorry. No vote for Wildberger, Stand-Com Report number 522. Thank you very much. Members, did I miss anybody? We're on page 2. Did I miss anybody? Virtually, did I miss anybody? Okay, if not, thank you very much. Members, page 3, top of page 3, Stand-Com Report number 9-22, discussion. Stand-Com Report number 10-22, discussion. Stand-Com Report number 11-22, discussion. Representative Ward.
Speaker, at the appropriate time, can we go back to 1022, please?
Yes, we can. Let's finish up Stand-Com Report 1122, then we'll go back to that previous measure. Any discussion on Stand-Com Report 1122? If not, Representative Ward on Stand-Com Report number 1022.
Thank you, Speaker. This is clearly with reservations.
WR?
Yes, primarily for 2 reasons. One is it's well-intended. We have the ALA study that says, hey, 48% of our people are 1 check away from basically going to the poorhouse. The poor need money, no question. My difficulty is in the second reason here, is that there's no nexus between education or student performance and the money. It just says if you're poor and you got a kid in school, it doesn't say your grade point average or some incentivization, if you will, that tells the kid, hey, your family's going to get $1,000 if you can get at least a 2.0 or a 2.5. And we know there's an inverse correlation between prosperity and academic achievement. So, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to see this bill tighten up a bit to where there's a nexus between giving the family money and the reason why it's being done, and it's called the DOE. Unless this is a slush fund the DOE's got too much money for, they're kind of bumping over into the Department of Human Services, and I'd like to see it encourage academic performance rather than just cash a check and forget about school. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Representative Ward. Further discussion, members? Again, we're on Stand-Com Report number 1022. We already covered Stand-Com Report number 1122. We're going to move on to Stand-Com Report number 1222, discussion. Representative McDermott.
No vote, please.
No for McDermott. So ordered. Representative Kong, followed by Representative Okimoto.
Thank you, Speaker. Same request, no vote.
No vote for Kong. No vote for Kong. Representative Okimoto.
Same request, please.
No vote for Okimoto. Thank you very much. Further discussion? Members, yes.
Mr.
Representative Clark.
Speaker, with reservations.
WR for Clark. Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion, members? If there's no further discussion, members, we're going to move on to page 4, Stancom Report number 1322, discussion. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
WR for Okimoto. Thank you very much. Further discussion, members? Again, top of page 4, Stancom Report 1322. There's no further discussion. We're going to move on. Stancom Report number 1422, discussion. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
Reservations, please.
WR for Okimoto on 1422. Further discussion?
Speaker?
Yes,
Mr.
is
Speaker,
that
Tokioka?
Tokioka?
Yeah. At the appropriate time, can we go back to Stancom Report 1322, please?
We sure can. We'll do, Representative, at this point, we're still on Stancom Report 1422. Any further discussion before we go back to the previous bill? If not, okay, Representative Tokioka, Stancom Report number 1322.
Yes, please. Can you please register a no vote for me? Thank you, Speaker.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. Representative Tokioka, can you say that again?
No vote.
No vote. No vote for Tokioka, 1322. Got it. Got it. Any further discussion on 1322? We're already covered 1422. Members, we're on Stancom Report number 1522. Discussion. Representative McDermott.
No vote.
No vote. McDermott, 1522. Further discussions. Representative Kong.
Thank you, Speaker. In opposition, quick
Opposition.
comment. Okay, if you were to Google this, the carbon dioxide in the air is 0.042%, but I'll use Blue Planet's numbers. They say it's 412 parts per million, which is 0.0412%. So that's a carbon reading of 0.000412. According to Blue Planet, 50 years ago, it was 0.000362. So the difference from 50 years ago to today in the carbon reading is literally 0.00005. That is what carbon is in the atmosphere. So we have to really take a good look at what we're doing scientifically. Just look at the numbers. And of course, when you graph this, it seems like it's such a huge difference, but it really is not. So I just want you to know, Speaker, that this is what the truth is. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion? Representative Todd.
Hi, thank you. In support.
In support, please proceed.
I just wanted to point out that the numbers used by the prior speaker would still amount to over a 15% increase, and that the dosage makes the poison. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion? Members, Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
No vote, so ordered. No for Okimoto. Further discussion? Members? If not, thank you very much. We're going to move on to Stancom Report number 1622, discussion.
Mr. Speaker? Tokioka?
Tokioka.
Yeah. Can you please register WR for me on
WR.
Stancom Committee Report 1622?
Got it. WR for Tokioka, 1622. Thank you, Representative. Representative Okimoto.
Same request, please.
WR for Okimoto on Stancom Report number 1622. Further discussion, Representative Clark.
With reservations, please.
Reservations? Thank you, Representative Clark. WR for Clark. Further discussion, members? If there are no further discussion, members, top of page 5, Stancom Report number 1722, discussion. Yes, Representative Capella.
Reservations, please. Reservations, please.
WR for Capella. Gotcha. Further discussion, members? Yes, Representative Clark.
Reservations, please.
WR for Clark. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? If there are no further discussion, thank you, members. We're going to move on to Stancom Report number 1822, discussion. Representative McDermott.
No vote, please.
No for McDermott on 1822. Further discussion, members? Thank you very much. Stand Council Report Number 1922, discussion. Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
WR for Okimoto on 1922. Further discussion.
Mr. Speaker,
Representative Tokioka.
reservations, please.
WR for Tokioka on 1922. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion. If not, we're going to move on to Stancom Report Number 2022, discussion. Okay. We're going to be doing a voice vote on all these measures. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Introduction of resolutions. Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Thank you very much. Members, are there any announcements? Yes, Representative McDermott.
Mr. Speaker, inform the body I will be absent next week. My wife and I are going to watch my son graduate Marine Corps boot camp, so I will not be here. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, Representative. Any further announcements, members? Okay, if not, for the motion to adjourn, let's go to Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 o'clock noon Monday.
Thank you very much. Representative Matsumoto.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 noon Monday.